like they actually get cold enough to freeze metal. So you need a bigger one, like almost like an industrial tank, I guess.
Oh. Yeah, I don't know where you buy those.
Yeah, and then they just look up who got the liquid nitrogen. No.
I would love to rob a
like
gas
a
station
laser.
and them not know it was robbed until later, like in Ocean's 11, and like they just find a little note or something, like Andy Garcia runs this one gas station. And he's like, son of a bitch, and we're on like a beach, you know, because every gas station robbery is a smash and grab. You fly in, you threaten to kill everybody, you get like what's in the drawer, and then you run out without getting shot. But
that's so good because then there's witnesses, and then like, you know, there's like threats, and like, I'm super sorry, don't do it now. It's open carry in Texas, so you're fucked.
Okay, so
people can have their guns on them. So if you run into a place, I'm actually hopeful that this will stop crime with guns, because I really feel like the people who are gonna wear them on the outside aren't the people who are trying to be using them. They're just not. Like, the people who are gonna run in, like, that just happened. There was a thing, and it wasn't here, it was somewhere else, but a guy went into, like, some gas station, held them up, and a patron pulled his gun on him and shot him, and he, like, I think he was in a coma.
So
crime doesn't pay, and also I'm saying do bigger.
So, okay, like, I honestly would prefer to go a non-violent route, in the sense of, like...
Do you ever watch this television show Leverage? Because that's some excellent tools right there.
No. Is it about a guy, like a smart guy that figures out crimes in a...
He is like, it's like a band of former bandits. Like, it's like people, it's like current day, so it's bandits is the wrong word. But you know what I mean? It's like a bunch of criminals that have different skills, and this guy says, what we're gonna do is we're gonna start a company that, like, gives poor people leverage over the rich people who are trying to fuck with them. And we're gonna do it in our regular, illegal ways, but we're gonna champion the little guys. So, like, they start essentially a service, and people come to them and they're like, hey, this is a problem in my life, you know, and it's generally things that all of us get fucked with, where it's like the insurance company won't give me money, or I got stolen from the church or whatever. Yeah. And then they do all the work and they investigate, and then they secretly go in and, like, drain the accounts or whatever. Like, that's what you need to do. You need to learn how to hack. Throwing a gun in someone's face, not helpful. Let's drain some accounts.
There you go. Yeah.
See, I was thinking about, like, just hiding in the gas station, like, up in the stairs, like, up in the vents.
These are not things that you want to do.
Like, if I, like, now I'm just thinking, like, if they could just not know I'm there after they closed up, or, depending on how they close up, then I could handle that situation a lot less non-violently, you know, like just press a banana to the back of their head and make them open the safe. And then banana whip them. You
don't want to deal with anybody at all. You'd want it to be empty.
Well, yeah. So, like, stay there till after it's closed and all gone and everything. Slowly, you know, lower down on wires.
Of course.
Grab
the wires that you have.
Grab all of the ding-dongs and Twinkies that I can.
Oh, Home Alone rounds. Huh?
I said Home Alone references.
Yeah, because if you have a gun, then that's like a worse crime. Like, if you get caught trying to steal, that's a much shorter sentence, and, like, overall, like, it's handled less.
Certainly, yeah. I mean,
up to a certain amount of money.
Yeah, it depends on who you're stealing from as well.
Yeah.
Which is ridiculous sometimes, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm sorry, we were talking about celebrities, or we were talking about, like, growing up in the entertainment industry, and I took it into, like, basically bringing you guys in on a heist that would not that would not only fail, but would not have been worth the attempt in the first place.
Yeah.
And it's more just me being mad at these, like, 3 Indian guys.
Yeah, I mean, we can definitely write them a bad Yelp review.
It's justice in my head, is all I'm saying. Because they overpriced the community, and the community is already kind of struggling around that area, and everything's like $3 more than it should be. It'd be cool if we could just rob them and then, like, get a hot air balloon over the community and throw money out.
Here's a different suggestion. Is there a different place, similar distance or in the general area, that is a good place, that has affordable food and whatnot? Because my suggestion would then be, go stand in front of that place with a sign for the other place and go to this place. It's cheaper and they're nicer, and they'll lose business. And then they'll also see you and you can give them the finger and hold your sign 100 feet away from their building. And I don't think anyone can arrest you at that point. I don't know. At this point, with like the whiny laws, maybe.
Yeah.
Where they're like, you can't defame me. Oh, I'm sorry. Have people not been making fun of me every day of my life since I was a child? Oh, you can't defame me either then. Wow. Like, fuck you.
I also did want their money, but I mean, that was just kind of like it.
Oh, yeah, sure, money's nice, but I'm just saying.
I don't know that I'd be one of those,
trying to get you not murdered.
Buccaneer sort of criminals.
You guys have heard this phrase before. It really changed my life. Money is the root of all evil. I don't know if you guys have ever heard that before.
Yeah.
No, I haven't heard that.
It's a good one.
I've heard that. I wonder if that's why all the like rich celebrity kids like fuck up. You know, like the kids like Will Smith's kids. They're not human people. Like they don't get life. Yeah. They're just rich kids from birth. Like it's one thing to be poor and grow up and then become rich. Great. You're good. You're fine. You get it. But not rich your whole life.
And that's, that's why we love his dad so much. His dad, came up from, West Philadelphia,
But that was the character. We don't know anything about Will Smith himself.
He was actually from Philly, though, right? I mean, I
don't know, but was he from a poor family, or was he from a family that, put him in theater school and, helped him? I mean, the Lord knows,
he was a rapper.
When did we meet him?
The only reason he started, the only reason he did Fresh Prince is because he was, seriously in debt to the IRS. He had he was, he needed a lot of money pretty quick. That's why he agreed to do Fresh Prince, the show. That's why he started acting. He originally just wanted to be a rapper. And, he...
Oh, the twists and turns that life will take.
He became a good actor.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
I think that's the, that in essence is what this podcast is about. It's exactly what it is. The twists and turns that life will take. Well, you know what I mean? All these people had different things going on. They had different journeys. They figured stuff out. Some of them continue to do it. Some of them don't. I work a temp gig, right, at this warehouse. And I met this guy who said for the first 20 years of his life, he was an actor. He was a little kid actor in a bunch of movies. And he was I've been in 100 movies. What? He said, when I graduated high school, I decided I didn't want to do it anymore. And so I went and started working at a bar. And then he was a bar manager for 18 years. He's my age, so he had, I don't know, I've told you guys about the 18-year theory, right? So he was 18. He stopped being an actor from 18 to 36. He was a bar manager, and he was 36. He's married, and he's I'm looking for a new career. I was look at you, man. You're doing the 18-year thing. But he's been different things. He's had...
Yeah.
He's moved on with his life. He's done... I think that it's... People don't think that they have many lives in them.
Yeah.
You think you have to make one decision, and that's your only decision, and then, there you are, you're tied to it forever, and, I mean, shit, I just don't think that's the case.
That's mind-boggling to me. Another, I have friends that have served, in the Army and the Marines, and they'll have been gone for 2 or 3 years, and then they'll come back, their parents will be talking about them, they've changed, whatever, from last time you saw him, he's a little different. And I always thought in my mind, why the fuck wouldn't they be different? They were gone for 3 years, in the, dead, it's been 3 years. Why would they not grow and change as people? And then, the bigger of what we're talking about, you have time to do shit. We don't have, we're not here forever, but...
We're here for way longer than we ever imagined.
Yeah, you're, do something, hey, you get bored doing that thing that you're doing? Cool. You can stop and then go do another thing and like it for a while.
Yeah.
Bob Ross was a drill sergeant.
What? Really?
Yeah, that's why he talks so quietly and soft.
Are you lying?
I swear to God, I read about it and I thought it was amazing.
Well, everybody was in the Army back in the day. They had the draft.
But he was one of the ones that, had to scream at people all the time, and he hated it. And the second he got out, he swore he would never raise his voice again. And that's why Bob Ross sounds like he's this beautiful, velvety voiced, just calm, serene human being. especially, the army actually makes you a new person. Like, that's like the first thing they do is because like they need you to stop being a person.
Right.
You know, they you're not your own thing anymore. You're part of this machine or whatever. But,
I was in marching band. I think I know what it's like to be in the army.
So was I. And,
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they teach you how to march like in the army. You have to like.
I didn't go to
learn
a
how to
high school big enough to have a marching band.
What'd you play?
Wait.
Okay. Were you a brass or a woodwind?
I'm not going to tell you that.
Okay, I was a woodwind. What were you?
I played percussion.
Oh, nice.
I was on the bass line.
Okay, so you were one of the cool kids in the marching band. That's how it breaks down. I was a saxophone.
Oh, I could see you being a saxophone.
I'm hopefully getting one soon. I was head saxophone. I was a dick about it because I never practiced. I never practiced. I never took my sax home, and I just memorized everything right beforehand. I have I'm really good at memorization. Like, I can memorize stuff like really fast. I can't tell you how many neighborhoods I memorized like an hour before we went on.
I actually do that a lot too.
I don't know. Pressure helps me do it too, but I'm good at that. So I would just come in and
it's your short-term memory. It's the same as your improv brain. It's just exercise, so you're good at it.
Way before I was smoking weed or anything either. So I could just go in.
Believe you me, it doesn't stop it.
You get to.
Well, no, because I was just thinking of recently, how I need to work on listening better, especially on stage, and how I forget everything immediately. But it hasn't kicked in for me.
Oh yeah.
No. When will it do that? Sorry.
Maybe you have to graduate first.
When it happened for me, was I don't know. There was a day I realized that, especially with pilot's license, there's some similar kind of energy levels and delivery methods and stuff that sort of kind of slammed into each other, and I realized I couldn't make everybody else do it, but I was like, I guess I'm just going to stop trying to contribute too much and be the guy contributing all the time and constantly having to throw stuff in. And I was just going to be the guy who just tried to hear everything and try and find ways to move that up, because I feel like a lot of us in practice, we either add too much or we forget a lot of the stuff that's said because we're focusing on what we added. So I realized that just listening, actually, you find a lot more jokes down the line if you can just I don't know, not need to say so much.
It takes some time to get to that thing, to the point where you don't feel yourself beholden to constantly contributing. You think that yes-anding means constantly adding information, but sometimes it's adding infrastructure.
Yeah,
the wall needs to be built. You can't just be that's a wall. Build the wall.
Yeah, the "and" is a much more open-ended sort of concept. In yes and, it doesn't mean yes and literally add more either words. Items or words. Yeah,
and
it's
substance somehow.
Yeah,
plot.
Yeah, because an "and" could be your reaction to an emotion, or your the "and" is, I don't know. It's not just talking, and I realize I talk a whole fucking bunch, and I try not to do that in the sines.
That's why I'm taking the workshop from the guy that's coming in town, the silence workshop. It's I feel like we were talking earlier about I take advantage of the fact that people just generally, I walk on stage and they just generally like me, and so I don't do any hard work to make it better. And I've been resting on that laurel for a long time. And then, of course, now I'm in a position at the theater where ain't nobody telling me my shit stinks. So it's so when this guy came in town, I was I need somebody to tell me some shit. And also it was about silence. And I was oh, I do nothing but talk. I'm going to do this.
I want to do that, but I can't do it.
I'm still bad at it. I'm just saying I make a conscious effort to. It's not I'm really good at it still, because sometimes I don't know, I just think my joke's gonna win in the joke race or whatever,
When I first started and you would miss it. I've gone to like 2 or 3, and I feel like they were earlier.